Hey guys, YouTube land, China tube, commie tube, whatever you're calling it these days. Anyway, I've been procrastinating making this video because I don't know if some of you know this or received some weird videos about cryptocurrency or something, but I got hacked, and about 2 weeks ago, 2 Saturdays ago, I woke up in the morning, and like the rest of humanity, first thing I do is make a coffee and open my computer, and I see in the corner of YouTube, sign in, and I'm like, uh-oh. Every time I see that, for no reason, I get an anxiety attack, because you never know what they're going to pull next, And they've been slowly whittling away my videos for the last 3 years, just videos that were, 5, 6, 7 years old, especially from the days 2012 around there. I can't even mention anything. Can't talk about anything. You gotta talk in codes. If you can try and talk backwards, it's probably better that way. Anyway, so last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago actually, because it took me a week to get it back. Yeah, I get up and I have to sign in. So when I click sign in, it brings me to this thing, automatic message. And somebody changed the name to NASDAQ and deleted all my videos. And I can swear I was sure I had like a 2-step on there. So I don't know how they did that. After all the screwing around that YouTube's done with my channel over the last, 3 or 4 years, and it's kind of why I hardly do them on there anymore, because it's just, what's the point? They're just going to take it down. They have no respect for anybody, those people, or whatever it is. It's probably a board queue. It's probably like tin cans making the decisions about like big decisions, like taking down somebody's channel. So yeah, dear Mr. NASDAQ, which I'm not. It was a cryptocurrency scam. I don't know if any of you got some weird videos, illegal videos, as YouTube was calling it. And this is a family-orientated platform here, so we don't tolerate any illegal activity or somebody like trying to tell people to go against the commie grain. You have to go with the commie grain of the wood. You know what I mean? So so bada bing, bada bang, or whatever, bada boom, or whatever he says. Bada bing, bada boom, yeah. So it was gone. So lucky I have Sonia, because like I don't know how to write, like, these formal letters that, you don't put your boot in your mouth and make matters worse or whatever. So she's very conciliatory. I tend to be kind of the abrupt one, So she wrote out the appeal for me, and And then the next day they passed it off. They said sorry about the trouble. So it was encouraging that they said the trouble, because they didn't say sorry about your trouble as if it isn't their problem. But they transferred the case over to Google Boogle, and then I had to explain the hack and explain the hijack. That was their words. So we explained it all, and then lo and behold, the next day I got my channel back. But there's absolutely no videos of it. And God knows what the hell is going to happen when I post this video. Probably absolutely nobody will get it. That's the idea. I mean, with all the tinkering they've done with my channel over the last 3 years, I wouldn't put it past them to play some kind of game like this,
I know, I tried it earlier, that's why.
Yeah, you gotta just be like a good little farm animal and just go along with everything, Anyway, so yeah, no videos on my channel, so I started with a clean slate. I'm not going to be doing anything really especially critical of the almighty commie beast system. God forbid I'm going to ever say anything bad about the communist dictatorship that we're under now. Not even allowed, I mean, these people have us by the balls, and we're not even allowed to talk about how they're about to, kill us all. It's pretty obvious. I mean, from that thing there, that they stick in your arm, and no jab, no job, no jab, and all these slogans. All these slogans to be a good little farm animal and conform to the pretzel logic. Yeah, well, now a lot of people are getting sick. Their fucking intestines are falling through their anuses, and they're having heart problems and cancer, all over. One guy we know got cancer in his liver and his lungs and everywhere at one time. That's how did that happen? And even when they're sick, they still don't acknowledge that it was, the living, what the living gods did, with the white coats. Mucticians. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, it's infuriating. And this is seems to be one of the worst places in the world to be, Canada. And Quebec is especially, an especially, commie land. I always pegged Quebec as a frontier, the new frontier for the next Soviet Union in North America. Probably this is ground zero, for that kind of thing. Because our premier, man, I just couldn't believe the spew that was spewing forth from that horrible maw of his. He was talking about, we have a jazz fest every summer for about 2 weeks. Montreal was a city of festivals. they're kind of coming back with it. You know, it's like the New Orleans of the North up here. You know, it used to be, anyways. No, it's just it's just changed so much. I went to the country with Sonia. I don't get out much, but went to the country last summer, and all the way back here, I was like, oh God, I gotta go back to that dump. It's not all bad though, you know. Still an okay town, and they are bringing back some of the festivals, and I think they're gonna bring back the Jazz Fest this year. But you know, anyways, like, you know, somebody was asking about like, are you gonna let festivals in there in the next summer and all that? You know, it's getting about time now, 2 years. You know, we're losing a lot of revenue and all that. And he started spewing this shit about how going to festivals is a privilege, yeah. Meanwhile, you know, they're picking our pockets. I mean, you wouldn't believe what the government here gets away with in terms of extorting people for money at every corner, you know. I mean, every time you pay for something, you pay 17 cents on the dollar to the, you know, half of it goes to the provincial government, the other half goes to the federal government. What for? What for? Especially when they come back and tell us that going to a festival is a privilege, you know, granted to us, permitted to us by the goobers. I better cool down or I'm gonna get my channel deleted again. Anyway, enough about me. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna put this on the premiere. I hope y'all are doing good. If you even get to see this video, I don't know what to expect. I think I still have my subs. I mean, the guy couldn't have deleted my subs, otherwise how would he have any reach for his cryptocurrency scam? So I imagine they're still there. I've got all my subscriptions, so I don't even know how to look to see, you know, who's subbed to me. I don't even know how to get in that. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm gonna. I got a couple channels, you know, BitChute and Rumble. So I'll put the links in the description, because it was weird because I was just about to start making videos. I was actually working on one, you know. And I set up my whole balcony and that, so I could sit there and edit videos and write out scripts and shit like that. Because when I was doing that back then, you know, Barbarian Rebellion, early PoliceStateRadio, yeah, I really loved it, you know. I really loved doing it, but like all good things in this world, it went to shit, you know. It all went to shit. Yeah, so I'll leave the links for Rumble and BitChute on my channel. Hopefully you'll check that out. Come and sub, you know. If you don't have a Rumble account, please just subscribe to Rumble just so you can sub me.
I feel old and
it's so frustrating, you know, being an artist and, you know, performing for an indifferent world, you know. I mean, like busking on the street, it used to be really fun. People were engaging and they'd stand around. And it's weird now. Maybe I suck. I don't know. It's just like complete. The dynamic of people is, I guess they're just as traumatized as I am. You know, I'm trying to enjoy it this year because, like, for the first time in 2 years, you know, they're free ranging the farm animals, so God knows what they have in store for us for Dark Winter 3.0. It's quite relieving to see this COVID go away. That thing was one of the most revolting operations I've ever witnessed. It was revolting. You know, the woke thing and the insane things people are saying. You know, they say the most insane things these days. I mean, you can't even like address a female as a woman anymore without worrying about them, you know, being offended. I mean, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Well, you guys know all about it, right? Anyways, post-COVID, it's quite a contrast from what it was before. It was like, you know, the difference 9/11 made. You know, like after 9/11, all the cops, their uniforms started getting darker and darker. Their cars started getting more dark and aggressive looking and RoboCop-ish. And the police state started emerging, and they were installing toilet cams to, well, not that far, to measure your carbon footprint. It's like a perfect opportunity to shit in their face. Oh man, what a beautiful day there today though. Absolutely gorgeous. The weather's been real crap here for the last week. Just rain every day, and cold, you know, weird. Like at the beginning of spring, like it was like around May 7th to May 15th or whatever, it was like breaking records in terms of heat. It was like 35 degrees. Unheard of heat in the spring. So, and then like in June, it's like probably breaking records for cold. It's weird. The world's upside down in every respect, I guess. Yeah, fuck. So I'm hoping that this video gets through to more than 2 people. I gotta see what other tinkering YouTube has done with my channel. Anyways, pretty hard. Poor Sonia, like she has to tiptoe around eggshells. You know, tiptoe through the tulips every time she makes a video. It's like a complete anxiety attack for her. It isn't exactly fun. But you know, she wants to keep up the fight, so I don't know, I gave up on it for a while, you know, I just couldn't think about it anymore. I was just, it was just making me really miserable and dark, this whole thing. Especially the COVID thing, it just traumatized me. It started to become almost agoraphobic. Not like I'm gonna get dizzy if I go out in the hallway or whatever and I'm out of my apartment. It wasn't like that, but I just didn't want to come out here at all and look at the farm animals and the way they were behaving and the way they were like goose stepping and going above and beyond, you know, the call of Trudeau, you know, Captain Lightwater, I like to call him that. It's literally what his name translates to. Captain Lightwater. With his little Fidel goatsy, you know. Because he's a fucking goat. With a needle dick. Anyways, it's great, like the trucker convoys and the protests and all that. I mean, it was disgusting what, you know, Captain Lightwater did, but it was very encouraging that so many Canadians were like behind that, you know, like they got right behind that and they supported it and they cheered it on. Every bridge, you know, leading to Ottawa was full of Canadians just like really happy that somebody was actually doing something and sticking it to the goobers for a change. Instead of like, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, jump down, you know. Yeah. So that's a good thing. I really miss doing videos, and I'm gonna start soon again. You have to go to the back, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, even now, like, they've lifted all these, you know, they even lifted the mask in most places. I'm sure, like, a lot of you in the cities you live in, they did that months ago, but this little commie enclave, Quebec, was the last in North America to lift any of these restrictions. You know, they held on tenaciously to their control because they were just ejaculating every minute of the day over it. Yeah, so. But in spite of the fact that they lifted the mask mandates, you know, I mean, and when I go on a bus, they don't have to wear a mask in the bus, and like it's like 90% of people wear masks in the bus. For what purpose? I don't know. I have no idea why they think this is going to save them from anything. Hey, you have to go in the back. I'm like the fucking doorman here. Yeah, like I said, nice day. Talk to you guys. Hopefully I'll reach you. And I just wanted to tell you, you know, I got my channel hacked. Yeah, I'll try to move on from here. I want to start making videos again. Start like delving into what's going on in the world. Like I said, I haven't really wanted to even do it. I just put my head in the sand and just focused on music, and that was it. And I didn't even look at what was going on with the shootings or anything like that. Didn't look at anything like that because it's just can't do anything about it anyways. But now I think I'm into doing research again, and yeah.
No.
Yeah, that should work for me. Kind of need some community, you know. I'm not making a hell of a lot of friends out here. Anyways, I'm trying to like keep my head up, and it's better now. Like at least they lifted all these things, and for the most part, it's starting to seem like normal. But I don't dare even think that because I know they're gonna pull something out Probably having to do with World War III the next time, you know. Probably won't be. It probably won't be the pandemon. It'll probably be like something having to do with Russia, no doubt. They've been angling towards Russia for the last 5 or 6 years, so surprise, surprise, surprise. They just got one game after the other in this world to keep us chasing our tails, you know. And the only ones that excel really are them, you know. I mean, it's getting more and more like that, you know. Of course, like, I don't know, their wet dream was to keep this going for, I heard 5 or 6 years. But I think it was just pissing, you know, the population of countries off so much and creating so much headaches for the governments, the various goobers around the world. I guess they backed off, you know, or maybe they were just telling us it was going to go on for 5 or 6 years just to make the trauma even worse. It was just like a huge shock treatment for the whole world. Just unbelievable. It's just the most disgusting thing. I hope it. I hope it doesn't get written about in the history books, because they'll really, I don't know. If there's a more sane populace in the future, which I doubt, you know. I mean, I've heard people recoiling in horror at what the Jews allowed Hitler to do back then, you know. And that's like child's play compared to what just happened. And it goes to show you, like I mean, coming into that, I barely believed anything the system told me, you know. Anything. I barely believed anything they told me. Everything I read in the history book or I heard on the news, just like, you know, very dubious. And you know, I gotta fact check that one, you know. And after that, I just don't believe anything they say anymore. Anything, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it's kind of screwed up, you know. We find ourselves in this beast system that's completely marginalized anybody that doesn't want to, you know, hail Hitler. And you're swept aside and flushed down the toilet. So it's kind of a no future kind of scenario, you know, like, because they're just going to keep it coming, you know. They're slowly whittling away the cash, so sooner or later it's going to be gone. They're going to create one final crisis with it, just like they brought it in there. You know, they brought it in with depressions and crises. They're gonna you know, bring it out and bring in the crypto and make that official with another crisis and more depression or whatever, you know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no idea, but probably not good. Our future probably isn't very bright. I would be like, at any other time before this, I would be kind of like, I wouldn't say that like out loud, because like, what do I know, you know? But that was a wake-up call for for a lot of people, and now it seems like we're all in the same boat as Madonna, you know, so gingerly put it in her bathtub of floating lilies or whatever they were, telling us we're all in the same boat together with her Her demonic woke mentality. Absolutely demonic. They're demonic. That's this woke thing is a complete joke. It's great that it rhymes with joke because it's very appropriate. Anyways, I've been blabbering for too long. I'm sorry. I guess I got a lot to say now. So look out. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you get to see this video. We get to see each other in the chat. Yeah, because I'm like really thirsting for that kind of like community, you know. But like around here, a lot of people are waking up, you know, like with the trucker thing. We saw that, you know, with Canada. Like, it isn't all sheep. Montreal's a different case. It's like a particular funny farm, you know, from the rest of Canada. So, you know, there isn't so many people here woke up, but there are still a lot, you know. Anyway, yeah. I hope I didn't say a lot and nothing at the same time. It's always good to talk to you guys. I guess I'll see you guys next time, and not in a year or so, like next, you know, pretty soon. Pretty soon. I'm gonna keep on this thing from now on. I'm okay now. I got shaken up quite a bit over the last 5 years, you know. When you get older, you kind of things just are a lot more real, and they slam you in the head like a fucking sledgehammer. And you realize you really gotta change. You really gotta, like, you know, look at yourself and see what you have to change in order for you to be better. Like a lot of times with PoliceStateRadio, I was like doing things that I didn't believe I would do, you know, like calling other channels down, or like, you know, joining in crusades against certain people. I mean, what the fuck was I doing? And I just recoiled in horror. That's not me. I got swept away. I guess at that point you gotta, you know, take a break, a long break, so you can, you know, get your faculties back together and do what you're good at, instead of what you think people want to hear. I don't know what I was doing, not sure. Anyways, I think I'm all right now. I think I'm ready to do that. The Lord has been kind of pushing me in that direction. And yeah, here I am. So yeah, I'll be back soon, and I don't want to take up any more of your time. So if you got to watch this video, thanks for watching, and make sure you thumbs up and all that shit. Just, you know, tell your friends or whatever, share it or whatever, because, you know, whatever. I gotta try and make this thing grow a little bit. But even if it's only 100 people watching my videos, that's cool with me. It's a lot more than I talk to around here anyways. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys on the next round. God bless.